On September 17, 2023, Trooper First Class Ethan Carlton was patrolling when he observed a blue street bike speeding behind him, passing vehicles at high speeds. The trooper activated his radar, which recorded the motorcycle's speed at 92 miles per hour. As the trooper activated his emergency lights and siren, the motorcycle briefly slowed down before speeding up to 122 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. A pursuit ensued, with the motorcycle continuing at speeds over 100 miles per hour for about 6 miles. The trooper had to carefully consider how to end the pursuit safely. With the high speeds, a pit maneuver could have been deadly. In this case, choosing a safer option was the right decision.
Negative, we may be stopping here at the school.
The driver, identified as Gary Ray White Jr. from Conway, Arkansas, eventually stopped. Mr. White, a parolee, was arrested and taken to jail, where he was booked on multiple charges.
Hold the traffic back.
On December 16, 2023, Trooper First Class Tyler Nelson observed a black Chrysler 200 switch lanes without signaling. He initiated a traffic stop, but the vehicle sped up and fled west.
Thank you for your line. Okay, I'll call it. Fortunes were 1037. 1047. Speed 83. Let the DTS truck in front of you just so you know.
10-4, you got one passenger.
Spikes.
Somebody got spikes?
Taking 540 south. Y'all let me get up there, I got a dog.
540 southbound, what are your keys?
9710, get some spikes set up somewhere. My bad, I'll call it. Northwest on secondary. 75, coming around the curve, coming up on close.
The suspect was driving recklessly at speeds around 100 miles per hour. ignoring traffic rules and narrowly avoiding collisions with other cars.
2A, got heavy traffic.
2A, heavy traffic.
He's got dope flying out. Hey, y'all get off the radio right now. Sorry. We're passing the clover leaf. H4, if you let me up there, I'll pit him out.
You want to wait on spikes?
Call everybody south of us trying to pit him. We're coming up to exit 3 right now. Exit 3. Speed 99. Passing in the median.
He may lose it there.
The troopers faced a critical decision on how to safely end the pursuit. With the suspect driving recklessly at high speeds, they needed to consider the safety of everyone involved. Would they choose to use a pit maneuver, set up a roadblock, or continue the pursuit? Let's see how this unfolds.
Medium.
10-4.
Yeah, we got a little bit of heavy traffic up here. Trying to get these boxed in a little bit. Stay down, fit him out. Last lane, 10. 17, hold the traffic back there, hold the traffic back there. Take it out, 47.
Hands up, motherfucker!
The pursuit ended when the trooper successfully performed a pit maneuver, bringing the suspect to a stop. The officers then exited their vehicles, placed the suspect into handcuffs, and booked them into jail. In Brazil, an officer spotted a motorcyclist speeding through the streets at night. Without hesitation, the officer initiated a pursuit to make a traffic stop, but the suspect had other plans. The pursuit escalated to high speeds, with the suspect driving recklessly and putting countless lives at risk. Dangerous decisions were made as he frantically weaved through the streets in an attempt to escape.
Does that feel right?
If you thought the pursuit had ended, think again. The following day, officers located the suspect and immediately began chasing him once more. However, the suspect had no intention of surrendering and took off again. Once again, he sped through traffic and narrow streets at dangerously high speeds. His reckless maneuvers and risky decisions put everyone on the road in serious danger. Sharp turns and high speeds made the pursuit even more intense. The suspect's reckless driving forced the officers to match his every move, with no choice but to follow him through the dangerous twists and turns. The suspect eventually lost control of his bike and crashed. He attempted to flee on foot, but an officer quickly apprehended him, placed him in handcuffs, and booked him into jail.
Go full, be watch out back, go full.
On May 22nd, 2020, the officer observed a motorcycle speeding at 80 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone on State Route 3 near the Clayton County line. After activating emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, the driver, later identified as Devin Seven Pate, looked over his shoulder and began fleeing. The officer pursued the motorcycle, observing reckless driving, including running red lights at State Route 3 and Lovejoy Road, nearly causing a crash and continuing to speed at high rates while endangering public safety.
Passenger
North Bridge Road, still headed south.
The pursuit continued through Clayton and Fayette counties, with the officer following the driver as he made a left turn onto the wrong side of the road and passed vehicles in oncoming traffic. The officer lost control while negotiating a curve on Panhandle Road, striking a fire hydrant, but continued the pursuit. The driver eventually turned onto Woolsey Road and then south on State Route 92. At this point, the officer lost visual of the motorcycle at Chantilly Lane and experienced a flat tire, pulling over to a church parking lot. Fayette County deputies later located Pate at 165 Chantilly Lane, where he was apprehended with the assistance of Georgia State Troopers. After being transported back to the officer's location, Pate was set to be taken into custody, but Henry County Jail refused due to COVID-19 concerns. All charges related to the event will be handled by TPR Williams. A shooting occurred in West Memphis, and the suspect fled in a blue Ram 1500. Trooper Evans responded to assist in the pursuit.
I'm still rolling.
The suspect was evading recklessly, and while Trooper Evans attempted a pit maneuver to stop the pursuit, it was unsuccessful. Now, the question remains, will the trooper be able to stop the suspect? Let's see how it unfolds. Trooper Evans attempted a second pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful. However, the suspect was eventually caught after crashing due to damage sustained during the PT attempts. The firearm used in the shooting was also recovered. On Sunday, June 5th, 2022, a trooper observed a motorcycle driving recklessly northbound on ISIR 75/85 near Langford Parkway. The trooper initiated a traffic stop with lights and sirens, but the driver ignored them and initiated a high-speed pursuit. The driver exited onto I-20 westbound, continuing to drive recklessly, weaving in and out of traffic.
We're still rolling. Coming up on Lee Street.
They're still rolling, coming on Lee. Show me out when it's 1080. What you guys is it? 47. You signal that he's about to pull over, but not to make a left, right.
Taking the right on Oak Street. Keep going to the parking lot.
He's going. He's not stopping. I'm going to the mall, Lenny. West End Mall, making a right on RDA.
The pursuit continued as the driver exited onto Lee Street, turned onto Oak Street, and entered the West End Mall parking lot. The chase proceeded through the parking lot onto Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard and back onto I-20 eastbound. The driver was traveling at high speeds, and the trooper lost contact with the pursuit at Flat Shoals Road.
Motorcycle, black male, skinny, all black. Coming up on Moreland Avenue. About to pass Moreland about Mountain Avenue. Go in the right lane. Past Moreland Avenue.
Yep. 793 Atlantic. Did you say it's our helicopters up?
They're going to be passing main and Terrace now. Passing Glenwood.
They're passing Glenwood.
Trooper Freeman continued the chase until the driver ran out of gas near Candler Road. Corporal Smith then took over the pursuit, following the driver at speeds over 100 miles per hour on I-285 South. The driver eventually slowed down, allowing Corporal Smith to safely bring the pursuit to a stop. The driver, identified as Alexander Aldridge, was arrested and charged with fleeing, reckless driving, suspended license, and expired tag. The motorcycle was towed, and the driver was transported to Fulton County Jail for booking.
Gonna be passing Gresham.
Passing Gresham.
Northbound on Jonesboro Road, right?
They went right.
He's pull over. He's stopping. Get off the bike. Get off the bike. Get off the bike and get off. Get off the bike and get off. Get down. Okay. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. What'd I do? What did you do? What did I do? I don't know. What do you think?
Officers in Brazil spotted a motorcyclist riding without protective gear and without license plates, which led them to initiate a pursuit of the motorcycle. The pursuit was chaotic as the suspect ignored all traffic rules and stop signs, speeding through the streets like a maniac, making the situation even more dangerous. The suspect weaved through traffic, narrowly avoiding collisions with cars, even driving through a gas station in a desperate attempt to escape. Despite his reckless maneuvers, the trooper stayed right on his tail, determined to bring the chase to an end.
Você vai cair, filhão. Você vai cair, filhão. Você vai cair, filhão.
The suspect came dangerously close to crashing, which could have ended the pursuit, but he managed to regain control and continued fleeing. With the chase still underway, the officers had to quickly come up with a strategy to safely bring it to a conclusion.
Deita no chão, deita no chão, deita no chão, deita no chão. Copom, indivíduo na mão.
The pursuit came to a dramatic end when the troopers successfully blocked the suspect's path, swiftly apprehending him and placing him in handcuffs.
On September 21, 2024, while patrolling trooper observed a blue Nissan Altima with dark window tint. After the vehicle ran a red light, the trooper initiated a pursuit, with the suspect vehicle traveling at high speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. The suspect vehicle continued to disregard traffic signals and speed through intersections, showing a reckless disregard for safety. The pursuit took the suspect through multiple streets, and a large plastic bag was seen being thrown from the passenger side. The vehicle eventually collided with multiple vehicles and came to a stop next to a residence. Both the driver and passenger remained in the vehicle after the crash, disoriented but still inside. Officers responded quickly, extricating both individuals from the vehicle. The trooper later recovered the plastic bag that had been discarded during the pursuit. The officer was patrolling when they received a report about a stolen 2011 Mercedes Sprinter ambulance. After learning that the ambulance was now traveling westbound, the officer activated their emergency lights and pursued it, confirming it was the stolen vehicle by matching the license plate.
Sergeant Salt, 911 Young, out of X-ray. 1305, you ready to stop it? What's your 20? 225 west. Stay behind it and see if Wheatley can get out there with you. Do a stop on it. Do you have any Palisade units with you? I don't have anybody with me. Wait till you get to Wheatley, see if anybody's out there. If they've got units out there, let them get with you when we stop it. If not, if they don't have anybody there, then just go ahead and try to slide it over.
A pursuit began when the officer activated their lights and sirens to stop the vehicle. The suspect accelerated and attempted to flee.
Numbers 122. Looks like one of those smaller ambulances. Like a Springer van? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you might be able to do something with that. If it's got duals on the back, then don't bother. So that's past 222, I believe.
The troopers rarely encountered pursuits like this, as chasing an ambulance was an entirely unexpected and unusual situation.
Yeah, we can. We're at north on 63. Right now. Okay. What are your speeds now?
Speeds 82. Traffic ride 111.
Okay. I don't think that thing's going to go much faster than that. Are you driving erratic or anything, or standing straight line?
Yeah, usually that night. It's not really slow or anything. Put my spotlight in the mirror and everything.
31 to 5. We'll probably have time to get to the Cache River and put spikes out there.
The officer successfully performed a pit maneuver, disabling the ambulance and bringing the pursuit to an end. Once the ambulance came to rest on its side, officers maintained a safe position and deployed a drone to locate the suspect. Tamara LaRue, the suspect, eventually surrendered near the tree line and was taken into custody.
37. A9 and 1.
On January 28th, 2025, a trooper was on patrol when he noticed a silver motorcycle speeding at a high rate of 105 miles per hour. Without hesitation, the trooper immediately began pursuing the motorcycle.
I'm shoulders. Clear, clear, clear.
Passing on 110, turn around, 140 miles an hour. He's in the left lane. 5 cars with troop, I know if you haven't already.
At one point, a second patrol vehicle was brought in to assist with the pursuit, as the motorcyclist had fled from the first trooper.
Adam 4 is directed. Who was that 1037? 89 and 132. Alright, 89, you got it if you're not trying. Passing the 124, back on the interstate, he's on the shoulder, speed about full of water.
The suspect came close to escaping from this trooper as well, but the trooper's skilled driving prevented the motorcyclist from getting away.
120 is all I got, man.
At this point, the speed was recorded at around 130 miles per hour, a dangerously high speed that posed a significant risk to everyone on the road. At this moment, the suspect slammed on the gas, reaching even more extreme speeds of around 160 miles per hour, and at one point successfully evaded the trooper. However, the trooper refused to give up. The pursuit came to a dramatic end when the trooper blocked the suspect's path, causing the motorcyclist to crash. The officers quickly apprehended the suspect, placing him in handcuffs and bringing the chase to a conclusion. On March 10, 2023, Troop A dispatch received reports of Curtis Jackson riding an ATV erratically on Interstate 30 East, making abrupt lane changes and taking the ramp to Interstate 40 East.
57 letter up. I'm behind you. We're going in front of Torrance Hill. Correction, almost north of us. And we're going 67 cars. I guess I've done 37.
Upon activating emergency lights and sirens, Jackson accelerated and continued to make several lane changes. He then took the ramp to Highway 67 167 North, driving over 60 mph.
Going straight. I'll try to get the box again.
67 North approaching McCain. Speed 67, moderate traffic.
67 North approach McCain.
Driver, pull over. Driver, pull over.
North, taking the warning of correction, stay on 67.
Pull over!
I believe he's in your house. You just want to speed on that ATV? 10-4, sir.
Some black male wearing a black jacket, blue shirt.
Black male, black jacket, boot. Come in, they're around there, 57, 58.
His back tire just came off.
Back tire, close to 2, you know, 3 wheels. No floor rock up there, Wilson Pig, please. We sure would. Case you make it for.
We're still rolling.
As Jackson passed 2 exits, Trooper Little attempted to slow him down. The ATV lost a rear wheel, but Jackson kept driving at over 60 mph, weaving between lanes.
Speed 60, light traffic, 67 North of the 3.
67 North of the 3, light traffic, speed 60.
Give it up, buddy. You're done. Pull over. Give it up. You're all done.
North approaching Wildwood.
67 North approaching Wildwood.
Speed 60.
Go ahead, get him right here.
At mile marker 3 on Highway 67 167 North, the troopers successfully stopped the ATV. Jackson was arrested after showing signs of intoxication, including a strong odor of alcohol and bloodshot eyes. On November the 20th, 2020, the officer observed a vehicle fail to obey a traffic control device and use turning signals. After activating lights and siren, the driver initially stopped, but then fled, leading the officer on a pursuit. The suspect made several turns before the officer attempted a pit maneuver, which was unsuccessful. The pursuit continued as the suspect drove in the wrong direction on I-85 southbound, evading the officer, who followed in the emergency lane.
On Harrison Road, coming up on Rugby Avenue. Coming up on Walker Avenue. On Mercer Avenue. Right hand turn on Bachelor Street.
Left-hand turn on Cambridge. Left-hand turn on Harrison.
Left on Harrison.
Contact control vehicle.
Contact and control.
Left-hand turn Virginia Avenue.
Left on Liberty.
Taking 85 south.
Taking 85 south.
The pursuit continued as the suspect made several more turns, including a turn onto Cleveland Avenue and then Springdale Road Southwest, where the vehicle became disabled due to extensive damage. The officer terminated the pursuit at 2451 Springdale Road Southwest and arrested the driver, later identified as Edward Lee Brown Jr. The officer used firm verbal commands and displayed his firearm during the arrest.
Crossing over Talking Terrace, coming up on Norman Berry Drive. Contact control vehicle.
Contact from Virgo.
Taking Cleveland Avenue exit. He is keeping straight across the intersection. He's 1050 with another vehicle. And he's still rolling left on Cleveland Ave. Driver's side rear tire is failing him. He's out of control, almost hit a pedestrian. Springdale Road. Getting out of the vehicle. Springdale Road. Passengers out of the vehicle. I have other units behind me. Taking the passenger. I made a right hand turn on Springdale Road. Rear driver's side tire is out. Sparks line is out of control.
Brown was transported to Grady Medical Facility for a medical evaluation and cleared of any injuries. He was then taken to the Atlanta Pre-Trial Detention Center without further incident and was charged with fleeing and eluding law enforcement.
On February 20th, 2024, Trooper Jay Ferris was on patrol when he was alerted by Trooper Jay Flory about a stolen truck. The truck had been flagged by a tag reading camera as being stolen from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
They're on the bypass. Directly behind it.
10-4.
Trooper Ferris spotted the blue Chevrolet truck, recognizing it from the camera images. As he attempted to stop the vehicle, the truck fled, continuing its attempt to evade the officer. The suspect vehicle crossed lanes multiple times, reaching speeds of up to 104 miles per hour.
I'm trying to get this out. He's trying to ring me.
With the help of the Florida Highway Patrol Criminal Interdiction Unit, the pursuit continued until the Nassau County Sheriff's Office successfully deployed spike strips, flattening two tires. Trooper Ferris then performed a pit maneuver, bringing the truck to a stop. Both the driver and passenger were taken into custody without incident.
My hand, man, I can't.
Your hand? I can't switch them cuffs around.
I can't feel my fingers, bro.
Okay. In here. I'll loosen it up some for you.
Thank you. Oh.
The last time I saw you. Yes. Give me two seconds. I'll be right there, Lieutenant. I know. You get your
Police chases in Brazil are often intense, and this pursuit was no exception. It began when officers noticed a couple riding a motorcycle without any protective gear. When the troopers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the suspects immediately fled, sparking a high-speed chase. The pursuit was particularly chaotic as it weaved through heavy traffic, reaching dangerously high speeds. Despite the perilous conditions, the couple showed no signs of slowing down or stopping. The two troopers remained fully focused on apprehending the reckless couple, weaving through traffic at high speeds and putting their own lives at risk in the process. The pursuit involved dangerously sharp turns, with the troopers constantly weighing their options on how to bring it to a safe end. Would they make the right decision? Only time would tell. At this moment, the troopers nearly ended the pursuit by blocking the suspect's path. But the driver executed a sudden U-turn and resumed fleeing, making the already wild chase even more chaotic. The pursuit finally came to a dramatic end when the suspects lost control and crashed their bike. The officers swiftly apprehended them, placing the couple in handcuffs and bringing the wild chase to a close. Let me hear your thoughts about this pursuit. The troopers in Brazil spotted a motorcyclist speeding, prompting them to initiate a pursuit in an effort to stop him. The pursuit was chaotic as it raced through narrow streets, with speeds reaching dangerously high levels. The suspect ignored every traffic rule, making the situation even more perilous for everyone involved. The suspect had no intention of stopping for the police, even though simply pulling over and accepting a ticket would have been the better choice. Instead, his reckless fleeing led him straight to jail. The officers had to stay focused and quickly come up with a plan to safely end the pursuit. Would they make the right decision? Only time would tell. The troopers successfully stopped the suspect by blocking his path, but in the process, one of the officers used his baton to subdue the suspect. This action brought the wild pursuit to a dramatic and safe end. While patrolling, the trooper noticed a motorcycle speeding at 70 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. The trooper attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the suspect immediately fled, sparking a pursuit.
Dalloway at the O'Reilly's, Arkansas, 381, Bull Young, 381 BY. It's on a dark motorcycle.
The motorcyclist initially slowed down as if he were going to stop, but then suddenly hit the gas and sped off, fleeing from the trooper.
Current speed's about 60. It doesn't have any acceleration on it though. Traffic's light, past the school streets, all the way head towards current speed is 70. Traffic's still light. Original reason to stop is no tail lights. What's the return on that? 28.
Showing on the Tiffany State vehicle current registration on a blue Harley Davidson X88 to a Robbie.
The suspect was driving recklessly, forcing the trooper to quickly assess the situation and figure out how to end the pursuit safely, as the dangerous driving could cause serious problems on the road.
I'm going to try to get in front of him and cut him off.
The pursuit ended when the suspect crashed, and officers quickly subdued him by using a taser twice. They then placed him in handcuffs and took him into custody. The officers were determined to arrest all local street racers, and when one officer spotted a suspect, he immediately began chasing him.
Adam 78.
317, Little Rock 237, Sanctuary of Praise Church. He's jumping on foot, white male, black shirt. You better stop. I'm going to send the dog.
The suspect quickly lost control, crashing into a fence before jumping off his bike and fleeing into the woods. However, the officer pursued him, eventually catching up and making the arrest.
I don't know.
While patrolling, Trooper observed an ATV on the road and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. However, the ATV driver fled the scene.
About 51, the traffic's light. He's wearing a Harley Davidson motorcycle jacket. Tattoos on his face. Where? We're off the road.
The ATV driver was driving recklessly, including off-road, reaching speeds of around 70 miles per hour and doing everything possible to escape the trooper. However, the trooper stayed close behind, determined to catch up.
We're coming up to the new road.
Keep us advised on traffic condition. Speed, please.
5 right now. Fairhaven Road, turn right. He's going through the woods.
The suspect then veered into the woods, using the ATV's advantage to maneuver through the rough terrain. Will he manage to escape? We'll have to wait and see how the trooper handles this challenging pursuit.
Fairhaven Drive. J510 Red. Crazy, go ahead and start that way. We don't know where it's going to go yet.
The suspect cleverly used the terrain and the ATV's capabilities to evade the trooper, successfully escaping. Due to the circumstances, the trooper had no choice but to terminate the pursuit. While on patrol, the officer spotted a red Lamborghini speeding and decided to initiate a traffic stop. Upon approaching the vehicle, the officer noticed the driver displaying signs of nervousness, which raised further concerns about the situation.
My concern, sir. So go ahead and transfer me over. I appreciate
Okay,
that.
well, I have to know who to transfer you to. Are you looking to make like a trooper complaint?
You can transfer me over to the watch commander.
Okay,
That's
which
what I asked for.
we dispatch for half of the state. So, which area are you in?
Half of the state. Okay, the main area would be Salem. Is that correct? Salem, Oregon is where you're out of, the Oregon State Police Headquarters.
That's where our headquarters is out of. Yeah.
Great. That's where I'd like to talk to. Is there someone there at the headquarters I can speak to?
After a brief conversation with the Lamborghini driver, the officer collected his documents and ran a check through the system. Finding no warrants or other issues, the officer decided to let him go with a warning.
Of this man in the video. What kind of attitude? It's pathetic. I mean, I'm just telling you, you're going to sound.
On December 17th, 2021, the officer observed a blue Dodge Charger traveling at 84 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone on Hiram Sudi Road. The officer initiated a pursuit after the driver, later identified as Isaiah Raphael Frank, swerved into the opposite lane and passed another vehicle in a no-passing zone.
Do I need to let you go?
Hang on a second. I'm heading towards, I'm on Hiram City, heading back towards, Bill Caruth.
Let me call
you back. 684 Paul, and I'm fixing to be 1080. Hiram City headed to Bill Caruth, blue Mustang, white racing stripes, 1080. Bad 1050 in the school bus, bad 1050 in the school bus.
Hands up!
The pursuit ended when Frank's Dodge Charger collided with a school bus and went down an embankment. The officer ordered Frank to raise his hands, learned he had a gun and his daughter inside. After safely removing the child, Frank was handcuffed. 2 bus passengers were injured. Frank was taken to jail, and a Glock 27 was found in the car. He was charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, and firearm possession, with the gun placed into evidence.
You got any gloves? Yeah. As soon as I start coming up on.
Are you calling 1880?
On May 10th, 2024, while parked at a gas station, the officer observed a red Dodge Ram TRX with a window tint violation and followed it as it traveled south on Bolton Road at high speed. The officer initiated a pursuit and, after slowing down due to traffic conditions, saw a silver SUV blocking both lanes before discovering the Dodge truck had crashed. The driver, he later identified as K1 Tucker, was found unresponsive and bleeding heavily from head and ear injuries. Despite attempts to assist, the driver was unmovable due to the crash severity.
Oh, 250, bad 250, land, bad 250. Go ahead and start at 252 immediately.
What's that, Tony?
Ellie, this one we got 250F. That's 250F.
Yeah, 1050F.
God damn it!
Looks like maybe Martin Luther King and Bolton Road.
Are you calling 1880?
713 Atlanta. 713. Go ahead and start EMS.
Corporal Bullock and other officers arrived to manage the scene and crowd control. A partial vehicle inventory revealed a Kel-Tec pistol, crack cocaine, and personal items in the truck. The crash was investigated, and Tucker was identified through his wallet and a Douglas County warrant for shoplifting. The medical examiner confirmed Tucker's death, and the vehicle was recovered. Notifications were made to Douglas County regarding the warrants and the crash situation.
367 Atlanta, also, it's going to be a single vehicle, 1050, just the violator vehicle.
January 2nd, 2023, Georgia State Patrol Crime Suppression Unit assisted East Point Police in apprehending Matthew Gaskins, 19, who was wanted on multiple felony warrants and was driving a stolen Jeep Grand Cherokee. Gaskins was under investigation by several law enforcement agencies in the metro area, including College Park Hapeville, Georgia Tech, Gwinnett County, and South Fulton Police Departments. While attempting to serve the arrest warrants, Gaskins fled on Washington Road in East Point and drove into a backyard. After several unsuccessful PAT maneuvers, Gaskins fled again, eventually reaching 3100 Washington Road in a parking lot. Another series of PIT maneuvers disabled the vehicle when it struck a power pole. Gaskins was taken into custody without further incident.
Please turn off the vehicle and put your hands on the steering wheel. Please turn off the vehicle and put your hands on the steering wheel. Please turn off the vehicle.
Oh, I feel bad for Ennis. That was nuts. Yeah, dude, how was he wild? Up in there, I thought he was going to flip it. Yeah. We couldn't.
The incident began Wednesday night when a Michigan State Police trooper stopped a red Kia in Niles for a blown brake lamp. The driver, 32-year-old Joshua Ringel, had an active assault warrant. When the trooper tried to arrest him, Ringel resisted, and a struggle occurred. Ringel escaped to the vehicle, where he pulled a gun after the trooper deployed a taser. The trooper drew his weapon and ordered Ringel to drop the gun, but Ringel fled, starting a chase that crossed into Indiana.
Alright, just leave your stuff in here. We'll be able to get it here in a minute, okay? Watch out for your keys. They're about to fall off your lap. Oh, they on you? Okay, I'm in. All right, go put your hands behind your back for me, okay? What's going on? You got a warrant for your arrest. For what? For simple assault. Put your hands behind your back. No. I'm not. No. Bro, don't.
I'll take it all the way there. I'm not going.
Aaron, I got one fighting. Look, I'm telling you right now, dude.
Going.
I'm telling you, stop.
I'm not going.
Stop.
For what?
No,
It's simple assault from where?
Simple assault. Get out of the crowd.
The pursuit continued until Ringel crashed into a South Bend police cruiser and fled on foot. Shots were fired, and Ringel was later found dead at the bottom of an embankment near the St. Joseph River. The female passenger was unharmed. One officer suffered minor injuries but is expected to recover.
Now the way. Well, I put another guy here just walked into the front block. Very efficiently. We have a jurisdictional with them currently. Please don't tell me there's this little flaw there. This is. Sir? Good help. Please, pull this off to me.
Testing now, over.
Come in.
Coming up to West Madison.
Coming up to West Madison. Hey, guys. No.
Come on, get that car. Go for it.
Let me go quick.
Officer down, officer.
Officer down.
On March 15th, 2022, while patrolling Northside Drive in Atlanta, a trooper saw a red Dodge Charger with dark tint. After attempting a stop, the vehicle fled, driving recklessly through red lights and speeding. The chase ended when the vehicle struck a light pole, and the driver, Antoine Pierce, fled on foot. The trooper deployed a taser and apprehended him after a brief struggle. Upon searching the vehicle, the trooper found a backpack with suspected drugs, prescription pills, and a .38 caliber revolver. After medical clearance at Grady Hospital, Pierce became confrontational, kicking doors inside the precinct. He was transported to Fulton County Jail, where he made concerning statements. Pierce, with a felony marijuana conviction, was served warrants, and the evidence was secured in the Troop C evidence locker.
Leave. I didn't say nothing no different to you. Just get in the car and leave. So he follows you?
On April 25th, 2021, Corporal R. Youngblood responded to reports of off-road vehicles illegally driving on city streets near Northside Drive and Fair Street in Fulton County. While in the area, he observed a maroon ATV driven by Daryl Sturkey, who fled after being signaled to stop. A pursuit ensued with aviation support as Sturkey recklessly weaved through traffic, ran red lights, and continued to flee at high speeds. After Sturkey turned into a gravel lot and fled on foot, Corporal Youngblood and TFC Gang apprehended him after a brief foot pursuit.
I'll fucking shoot you!
Alright, he's down on the ground. They're going 1095 with him.
Put your hand on the back. Bitch. Ow! Put your hand right on the back. Ow! Get up! Hey,
alright, they're 1095 with us. They're on Fast Street. Come on, sir. Once the field's clear.
Okay? Alright? Sit down. Sit down. Why are you running, dude?
Sturkey informed officers he had a gun in his pocket, which was collected as evidence. Despite complaining of wrist pain from a previous injury, Sturkey was evaluated at Grady Memorial Hospital and cleared. He was then transported to Fulton County Jail, where he was booked on several warrants, including active ones from DeKalb County and the City of Atlanta Police Department.
If you had not ran, for real, bro. We won't worry about that. Give me 5 minutes. Sit the hell up. I'd search you, man. Spread your legs. Spread your legs. What hand? It's your left hand. Lean over.
On May 25th, 2020, Georgia State Patrol troopers assisted Savannah police in stopping a white Ford Econoline van with a stolen license plate. The driver, later identified as Melinda Flakes, fled when the officers attempted a stop, initiating a pursuit. The vehicle nearly struck guardrails while merging onto Interstate 16, and trooper decided to terminate the pursuit with a petit maneuver. The van overturned after hitting the guardrail, and Flakes fled on foot, but was captured by the Savannah officers. The passenger, Christopher Jones, was detained and released after confirming no warrants.
They're running.
Get on the ground!
Okay.
Right now! Stop resisting! I don't care! Stop resisting and we'll get you off your stomach!
I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Stop, dude!
Alright.
Easy, please!
Get up!
Go ahead and start us EMS. 16 eastbound between...
Upon searching the van, a burned glass pipe commonly associated with drug use was found. Flakes was arrested for DUI, and though she refused blood testing, she was taken to the hospital for minor injuries and later transported to Chatham County Jail. Afterward, it was revealed that Flakes had given a false name and birth date during the incident.
Stop moving your hand!
Good.
You okay? Yep, just ran a little.
Alright, we're gonna take care of you.
Step over. EMS is coming to check you out. Step on over.
Come on. Thank you, sir.
What the? Oh, man, I got paint in my blood.
Put cuffs on him. Just till we figure it out.
Why did you start chasing me?
GSP was chasing you because that's a stolen truck with a bad tag on it.
Corporal Shane Alkire was alerted to a stolen vehicle, with a juvenile suspect inside, reportedly fleeing while in a suicidal state. He quickly located the vehicle and initiated a pursuit. The suspect vehicle crashed into a guardrail but continued to flee. The pursuit then escalated with speeds exceeding 120 mph. The trooper positioned himself to attempt a pit maneuver, but was unable to execute it due to the suspect's positioning. The pursuit continued.
I get over to you, we try to spin and in my drink. He ran him down with this, we had a powerful thing now. Come on, try to box in here. Hey, boy.
Corporal Alkire successfully executed a pit maneuver to stop the vehicle, which then crashed into a telephone pole and came to a stop after hitting a speed limit sign. He then placed the suspect into handcuffs, bringing the pursuit to an end. On February 29, 2024, Trooper James Booth initiated a pursuit of a silver Ford Mustang after noticing an altered temporary tag.
CMS received. Say, took the ball away.
The suspect began fleeing at high speeds, reaching 115 miles per hour. He lost control of the vehicle, crashing slightly, but despite this, he continued to flee. The trooper attempted a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful, allowing the suspect to continue fleeing. The second pit maneuver was successful, and the trooper was able to stop the suspect. The suspect then fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended and placed into custody. On May 21, 2023, a high-speed pursuit began when Jacksonville Police Department reported a blue Mustang with no license plate traveling at speeds of 116 miles per hour. Trooper Escamilla performed a pit maneuver, disabling the vehicle. The driver was apprehended and transferred to Jacksonville police custody. On February 1, 2025, Ashdown Police Department initiated a pursuit of a red Chevrolet Silverado for speeding.
425, finally clear spot B, I think happened.
The trooper attempted to position himself for a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful as the suspect positioned the vehicle perfectly, preventing the maneuver.
If he can't take over, if our communication isn't good, if you guys have to shot the TBI, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I want to keep trying until he can take over. Too shallow. Car ahead. Cars.
However, the trooper successfully ended the pursuit with a perfect pit maneuver. The suspect then fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended and taken into custody. While troopers were eating, officers at a gas station noticed a pickup truck driver revving his engine and accelerating at high speeds. They initiated a traffic stop, but the suspect fled the scene.
We're going to do pursuit.
21 Pine Bluff, 1037. We'll be behind producers. It's gonna be David Boy 282995. It's gonna be the truck.
The trooper executed a perfect pit maneuver, blocking the suspect from fleeing further. The suspect was then placed into handcuffs and booked into jail. A police officer in Brazil noticed a motorcyclist who fled when approached, likely because he didn't have any documents on him. The pursuit involved sharp turns, high speeds, and risky traffic conditions. The motorcyclist reached dangerous speeds of up to 90 miles per hour. The pursuit ended when the troopers blocked the suspect's path, preventing him from fleeing. They placed him in handcuffs and took him to jail. The trooper received a call about a motorcycle speeding on the highway and began searching for it. When the trooper located the motorcyclist, he immediately performed a pit maneuver, ending the pursuit. The suspect was placed in handcuffs and booked into jail. While patrolling, the officer noticed a motorcyclist speeding through narrow streets. The officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the suspect fled. The suspect was driving recklessly through traffic, narrowly avoiding collisions with multiple vehicles. While the pursuit was dangerous on the suspect's part, the officer had no choice but to mirror the reckless driving to keep up. The suspect was not wearing any protective gear and nearly hit a child on the street. The pursuit continued at high speeds, reaching around 100 miles per hour through the narrow streets. One of the officers collided with the suspect's bike, causing the motorcyclist to flee on foot.
Deita aí, então, de boa. Não, vamos lá, deita. Deita. Irmão, deita no chão. Deita. Deita no chão, deita. Vamos pra trás, filho. Aqui é Rocan, filho. Aqui não tem pinote, filho.
The suspect was quickly apprehended after a brief foot pursuit, handcuffed, and booked into jail.
Start me a medic, just check him out.
On February 22, 2024, after completing a traffic stop, the trooper noticed a motorcycle without visible tags. As the trooper followed, the motorcycle accelerated, and the radar locked it at 109 miles per hour. The trooper then initiated a pursuit.
We're right beside him right now. I don't know what he's gonna do. It's a black bike. It's got... Stand by. I got him slowed down to about 64. We're behind the semi. I don't know if he's going to go ahead and pull over or not. We may be having some equipment problems.
The motorcyclist sped through the intersection at over 120 miles per hour. After clearing it, he slowed to around 100 miles per hour and started reaching into his jacket pocket. Each time he sped back up to over 120 miles per hour, creating a gap that the trooper had to close.
He's not outrunning me. I'm at 116. I'm gaining on him. He's not going to get away. He keeps slowing down, speeding up. Or he stuffed something in his pocket. And we're slowed down to about 30. And we're taking off again. Ace running every bit on 120. Before I got him down in the yard right here. I got him down. Before start me a medic, just check him out.
While moving to the shoulder, the trooper felt a bump and saw the rider lay the bike over. After checking for weapons, the rider was taken to the hospital for injuries, then transported to jail for charges including felony fleeing, reckless driving, DWI drugs, and refusal to submit to a chemical test.
Once again, in Brazil, officers spotted two people riding a motorcycle, but this time they noticed the bike was missing license plates. When the officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the riders immediately fled, triggering another high-speed pursuit. The pursuit was wildly intense as it navigated through narrow streets, with speeds surpassing 90 miles per hour, making it an incredibly dangerous chase. The pursuit came to an end when the trooper drew his weapon, aiming it at the suspects, prompting them to surrender. The trooper then quickly placed them in handcuffs. May 26, 2024, at approximately 8:30 p.m., trooper spotted a blue four-wheeler traveling north on U.S. Highway 64 and tried to initiate a traffic stop. The driver, noticing the trooper, accelerated to 60 mph in a 55 mph zone and ignored the sirens, leading to a pursuit.
Gonna be heading toward the bridge.
The driver then turned onto U.S. Highway 82, heading toward Mississippi, with Arkansas Game and Fish joining the pursuit.
Speeds are 60 miles an hour, so we're still 5 to 7 minutes from the bridge. No traffic. Should be right in the middle of the travel lane if you're heading toward 82, quarter mile from Miller Road, half mile from the 82 junction. Headed back toward Greenville.
The suspect made dangerous maneuvers, driving in the wrong lanes before veering into a field. The trooper then terminated the pursuit for safety reasons. Approximately 15 minutes later, Arkansas Game and Fish found the suspect, Derek Ford, hiding in the woods. He was arrested and taken to Lake Village Jail. On May 2, 2021, Trooper took part in Operation Reclamation to tackle lawless car clubs in Bibb County. At approximately 6:30 p.m., Sergeant Hamilton Halford reported 15 to 20 dirt bikes and ATVs driving recklessly on Emory Highway and Jeffersonville Road, disregarding traffic laws. At 6:40 p.m., Trooper spotted a blue 2021 Yamaha 450R four-wheeler without a registration plate on Main Street. When attempting to stop the driver, a black male wearing a helmet and backpack, he fled at high speed, running red lights and ignoring stop signs, narrowly avoiding collisions. After a pursuit, Trooper used a channelization technique to stop the driver on Wilson Street, where the driver fell off the ATV due to warped asphalt. Local Arkansas PD was in pursuit of a white car and requested assistance from the troopers. The trooper responded and joined the pursuit to help.
Hit successful.
The trooper then took the lead in the pursuit and began strategizing on how to end it. He initiated a pit maneuver on the suspect's vehicle, bringing it to a stop. The suspect was then taken into custody, handcuffed, and booked into jail.
Shit.
On January 20th, 2025, Trooper Ethan Sanders was monitoring traffic on State Highway 69 when he saw a dark-colored Ram pickup truck speeding southbound. Using radar, he clocked the truck at 75 mph in a 55 mph zone. After activating his lights and siren to initiate a stop, the truck sped up, prompting Trooper Sanders to radio Newport Dispatch and report a pursuit.
Let me see your hands right now! Put your hands up!
Trooper Sanders caught up to Laxton, who braked abruptly to block him. Sanders attempted a pit maneuver, but Laxton crossed the center line and tried to run him off the road. Sanders successfully performed the pit, causing the truck to roll over and crash through a fence, coming to rest upright in a field.
God help me. You got anything? What do you got?
While patrolling, the trooper observed a black Dodge Challenger speeding. The trooper attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the suspect fled the scene.
Hands, turn the car off. Turn the vehicle off. Right hand, reach in, grab the keys, drop them on the floor by the door. With your right hand, take the keys out of the ignition and drop them.
After a short pursuit, the suspect stopped and surrendered to the police. Officers exited their vehicles and placed the suspect into handcuffs.
All right, Jacob, I got it. Go get it.
Oh, please don't hurt me. I'm pregnant. Take your time.
On January 27th, 2025, Troop A dispatch reported that Little Rock Police Department was in pursuit of a Honda Odyssey, driving recklessly through parking lots and making dangerous maneuvers. As the pursuit traveled westbound on Baseline Road, the trooper positioned himself at Sibley Hole Road and Baseline Road. At approximately 10:35 a.m., the trooper joined the pursuit.
32, you take primary.
As the pursuit traveled westbound on Baseline Road, the trooper positioned himself at Sibley Hole Road and Baseline Road. At approximately 10:35 a.m., the trooper joined the pursuit and performed a pit maneuver using his pit bumper to strike the passenger side of the fleeing vehicle. While patrolling, the trooper observed a pickup truck with a trailer and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. However, the driver of the pickup truck fled the scene.
In the middle of the road. He said he was 65 and a 45. Also, she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. She was pulling a trailer all over the road. So red jeans, DC here, single cat.
The female driver threw a gun during the police chase but continued fleeing.
We make it any worse. Pull over. Coming to a stop, don't let it take now. Hey, just come out. Just come out. Come on, hands up. Come out. Come on, we can get it figured out. Just come on out with your hands up. Come on out with your hands up.
At this moment, the suspect stopped, deciding it was better to surrender to the police. The officer exited his vehicle and placed the suspect into handcuffs.
I'm gonna help you, all right? Stand up. There you go. All right, just come on. No one else in the truck, right?
No, sir.
Hang out right here, okay? 4140 said they were just...
Little Rock PD was in pursuit of a stolen white Nissan Armada, and Sergeant Monroe responded to assist.
4 on 3rd. Good GVI to interstate. Stand by for another they do.
The pursuit was short as the trooper quickly initiated a successful PIT maneuver. The trooper then exited his vehicle, placed the suspect into handcuffs, and booked them into jail.
Get on the ground for a TVI.
Y'all good? Hands up! I don't care! Hands up! Go on the ground!
North Little Rock PD was in pursuit of a car caught speeding, and Trooper Booth responded to assist.
I'm primary.
344. Westbound, McCain Boulevard, 40 miles an hour, heavy traffic. Keep going back towards 161.
The pursuit was reckless through heavy traffic, but the trooper stayed hot on the suspect's tail.
Foot belt. Black male in the apartment. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up right now!
The pursuit ended when the suspect decided to surrender. The trooper then exited his patrol vehicle and placed the suspect into handcuffs.
Pick somebody up and gave him a ride. Come on, man. You pick that dude up. You're smiling. You know you're lying. Who's that?
Just wrecked out. Just wrecked out here at 71.
While patrolling, the officer noticed a car speeding and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. However, the suspect fled the scene, refusing to pull over.
Alright, give me the radio. We're taking the 72.
Copy, you're taking the 72.
Eastbound on Sunset.
10-4, notifying stereo.
28 back last, 733 David Mary Young, 733 David Mary Young. Speed's 80, medium traffic.
Copy, speed's 80, medium traffic.
The suspect was driving recklessly through traffic, but fortunately the traffic wasn't heavy, which gave the officer a bit of luck in keeping a safe distance while pursuing.
Continuing eastbound, Newton 7.
10-4, eastbound, eastbound. Speed over 100, coming up 71.
Can't do it here either. Just wrecked out. Just wrecked out here at 71.
The pursuit ended when the suspect crashed into a power pole. Officers then approached, placed the suspect into handcuffs, and booked them into jail. On February 3, 2025, Trooper Dylan Evans observed a Dodge Charger speeding at 83 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. After initiating a traffic stop, the driver, Brandon Williams, provided only his Tennessee driver's license, and the officer noticed a strong odor of marijuana in the vehicle.
Sir?
Everything will come back in my name.
Okay. Do you have insurance?
Yes, sir. I'll go see you come back.
20th 23 Hotel. So 1019. 84 Peter. Tennessee 28. 121.
Now I'm looking for my registration.
Yeah. Go ahead and turn your car off for me. Step back here to my car.
As Trooper Evans walked to the rear of the car, Williams started the vehicle and fled at high speeds. Trooper C. Wright took over the pursuit, and the Charger reached speeds over 140 miles per hour while weaving through traffic.
We're at 140, passing 283.
Trooper Wright successfully performed a pit maneuver, stopping the Charger. Williams then threw a Ziploc bag of marijuana out of the window before being taken into custody without incident. On February 16, 2025, Trooper Dylan Evans observed a silver Honda Accord speeding at 86 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. After attempting a traffic stop, the vehicle ignored the officer's emergency lights and siren, continuing to travel at speeds between 74 to 79 miles per hour.
Honda Accord, so we're going to 280 east round. It's still rolling.
The sedan accelerated and began fleeing at speeds over 110 miles per hour, passing other vehicles recklessly. Trooper Evans performed a pit maneuver, disabling the vehicle near the Mound City entrance ramp.
Then laying down will probably help you out.
Can y'all call my people, man?
Why would I worry about calling?
Upon approaching the disabled vehicle, Trooper Evans found it unoccupied, but spotted a male limping westbound on the highway. The male complied with orders and was placed into custody without incident. On February 13, 2025, Trooper Keaton Ramsey observed a gray Nissan Altima with expired tags and unconfirmed insurance. Despite several attempts to stop the vehicle, the driver continued south on Liberty Road, maintaining speeds at or below the speed limit.
Go ahead.
Be on South Liberty Road, southbound. Coming up on County Road 677, I believe. It's going to be a gray Nissan Altima, Adam Paul Henry, 50 Robert. We're still rolling.
10-1, Hudson Drive, 321.
The suspect wasn't considering the consequences of not stopping, making the situation much harder for both himself and the trooper. Had he simply stopped, he would have just received a ticket, but by fleeing, he now faced far more serious consequences.
Still rolling, passing Smith Lane.
10-4.
Are you good, Bill County?
That's 10-4.
Okay.
Still rolling past Ridge Top.
Past Ridge Top.
The pursuit reached speeds of approximately 100 miles per hour, creating a dangerous situation for everyone involved. Fortunately, the road wasn't heavily trafficked, which helped reduce the risk of a more severe accident.
We've been just rolling about 30 miles an hour. He's stopping here, coming back out onto 28 now. Yeah, he's still southbound on 28 now. I think he's just trying to get home, I'm guessing. He should be.
be suspended.
We can't get up beside him.
I already have. He's made out of contact with me.
Well, if he's not stopping and he knows that you're trying to stop him, TBI.
10-4. Waiting for a clear spot here. Cars will be TBI in here at 28 Lot Lane.
28 Lot Lane, yeah.
TBI successful. Get your hands out the window. Hands out the window.
Trooper Ramsey performed a pit maneuver at 43 miles per hour, causing the vehicle to spin and stop on the side of the road. After the vehicle was pinned, Trooper Ramsey repeatedly instructed Zamora to exit, but he refused to comply.
Get out of the car!
I didn't do anything, sir.
Get out of the car!
Okay, but
Unbuckle with your right hand and step out.
why are you doing this? Like, for real, like,
Because you didn't stop.
oh, you gonna tase me?
Yes,
Come on
get
now.
out of the car.
Well, let me go.
Put right hand unclick.
Why are
Right
you doing
hand
this, sir?
unclick.
Like, oh my God, sir.
Right.
Trooper Ramsey approached the vehicle, observed Zamora reaching toward the console, and used a short drive stun to subdue him. Once Zamora complied, the trooper removed him from the car and took him into custody without further incident. While patrolling, the trooper noticed a car speeding and initiated a traffic stop, but the suspect fled the scene.
He's running.
Come on, which way?
The pursuit reached speeds of approximately 120 miles per hour, creating a very dangerous situation for everyone on the road, especially with traffic being a bit heavy. The trooper had to quickly consider the risks of continuing the pursuit and whether it was the best decision for everyone's safety. Would he make the right call? Let's see what happened next.
That far west, sounds good.
The pursuit ended when the suspect slowed down, allowing the trooper to initiate a successful pit maneuver. The vehicle was disabled, and the suspect was then placed into handcuffs and booked into jail without further incident.
13.
Get out! Get out!
Get out of the car. 440.
We need to shout, man.
While patrolling, Trooper noticed an ATV speeding on the highway. The trooper began to follow and attempt a traffic stop, but the ATV driver fled the scene. When the ATV driver saw the trooper behind him, he began driving recklessly, exceeding the speed limit and ignoring road signs. The suspect drove through people's gardens, and at one point, troopers attempted to block his path. However, the suspect performed a U-turn and continued fleeing. The 25-year-old driver was arrested after crashing his ATV. Troopers placed him in handcuffs and later booked him into jail.